Mike sent me this picture of how you guys had everything laid out. So I'm going to lay out everything as according to this picture. Displayed in front of me right now is part number 37, the inner barrel assembly, part number 3, the outer barrel assembly, part number 20, the hop-up adjustment cylinder, which may or may not include the hop-up bucking and detent ball inside, as well as 21, 22, and 56, which may also include part number 70, a small spring inside. But I'll show you guys how to do a disassembly and reassembly on it. Word of advice, because of how this is disassembled now, chances are you may have to replace the detent ball and hop-up bucking, which would be part number 112 and part number 34. To do a disassembly, you will need a 1.5 millimeter pin punch. This is the US equivalent in 1/16 of an inch. It's a little bit larger, but it'll do the same thing. To start, you will have to take apart the hop-up cylinder here, which I have replicated underneath. Well, to start, you can just push on it. Now, the reason I would probably recommend replacing this is if the barrel is likely to slip from this assembly, the rubber portion may be damaged or oversized. This could be from a multitude of things, but just for the sake of simplicity, it'd be easier just to replace this one part. Let's remove that. There is also a small detent ball. It's very small, less than 1.5 millimeters, so try not to lose that. The next part you want to get to is the ramp assembly, which would be 22 and 21. Now this small pin here, part number 56, is a one-way pin. There is a head on one side. To make a determination, you just lightly press on the pin and see if the opposite end has the spines on it. On this one, it would be the opposite direction. So to remove it, you have to press from the bottom. As you can see, there's a small spine on these pins. That will let you release 21 and 22, as well as the small spring underneath. That's also a very small spring. Try not to damage this. This is responsible for the rebounding on the entire chamber assembly. So displayed in front is all the parts that you would normally see from an ATP. To do reassembly, you will need to get part number 37, the inner barrel, with the slot cut out, and part number 21. And you want to make sure that the spine side is facing towards the throat of the barrel assembly. Throw those back together. The next thing that would go on is the hop-up bucking, which I have here, and the detent ball area matches the cut on the barrel. At that point, I would actually install the hop-up adjustment cylinder, and I install that upside down with the long cut open. This will allow you to drop the detent ball in there and secure it over. Now you want to get the feed ramp and the spring. Now to install the spring, we want to put it towards the side of the pinhole here. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this on the fly, so you go ahead and give us a call if you guys have any more questions on assembly. I think you have to install this from the opposite end, like that. It's rested, and then you want to I don't know, a bit complicated, to match the spring to the parts that are into the ramp and assemble that. And then, of course, you pin it. Not too tough, but it goes back together. If it does come apart still, chances are the hop-up bucking, that's part number 34, is damaged. That just goes right back into the barrel assembly and you reassemble it then.